Take 3! Erickson and I teach each other. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm here in Las Vegas with Erickson, my friend and fellow vocal coach. We met like a couple of, it's 2020, 6 years ago.
Yep.
No!
Oh, yeah.
That's a while. We met a while ago on the internet, and we started talking about vocal technique and stuff like that, and we both had a shared interest in CVT, complete vocal technique, and I flew out here to work with an authorized CVT instructor, and then Erickson and I decided to, and Erickson was there too.
Yeah.
And then we decided to hang out. What today's video is going to be about is he and I are going to teach each other, because we both think there's things that we like about each other's singing that we can do well, and we're going to try to learn from each other.
I'm Erickson Franco. I live in Las Vegas, born and raised here. I got a music degree, was not happy with how I sang. Eventually found CVT, and then we found each other on a vocal discussion forum. Yeah, I mean, pretty much the basics of it.
Yeah, I think what's different about this is that and us is that a lot of vocal teachers aren't willing to learn and expose themselves, like what they're working on and what their things are. They're like, oh no, I've made this progress and now I'm just teaching, and they just kind of focus on that, and they lose that. Like when you have a student come in and somebody's like willing to learn and that's the focus, that's what they care about. So they don't care about protecting like their ego or protecting like, oh no, like I'm the teacher. You know what I mean? So I think it's cool that we're doing this, because I don't think anything is out there like this.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
Yeah. We are revolutionary. So what I really like about Erickson's voice is that he's able to take like a really consistent sound up in his range, across his range, and he has a lot of freedom with the vocal tract shapes that he can make. And so what that means is like vowels, basically, right? If I go from eh to e, the tongue is moving. It's going like, it's raising up higher. And in that particular one, my mouth also closed, eh. So anything where you're adjusting from here, from the top of the vocal folds all the way to the end of your vocal tract, or the end of your mouth and nose, is playing with the vocal tract. So vowels are basically that in a nutshell. And Erickson has enormous, awesome flexibility with like sounds that kind of blow my mind, where he can just kind of stay in a really similar character of sound, switching from vowel to vowel up high. Kind of like if in the low range you do like a, the character of the sound stays very similar. So both of those are overdrive in CVT, and I didn't really lose a lot of metal going to the E. But up high, that's a whole nother story. And Erickson has really mastered how to do that, and that's something I'm super interested in learning.
He calls it the flageolet tension.
Yeah.
And I actually trained that out of my voice. And that's how I'm able to do the things that he really likes, actually. But then because I trained it out, it's hard to like get it back, because I really focused for years getting it out. So now I'll try to add it back in, and to help me sing certain styles that I like. And actually, I feel it'll help me with even my own singing style, which is primarily classical singing. Yesterday we were talking about possibly like the larynx moving and cracking.
That sounds so bad. Yeah, the larynx needs to crack.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's an interesting position. Doesn't hurt, but it's like if you pay attention, it does something like weird, like popping sound, like that. And so I might need that in my singing. I might not, but it doesn't hurt. So we'll see where it goes. That, and then just my falsetto just tends to be too breathy. And yeah, just kind of getting a little more consistent.
So just so they know too, with the classical thing, I know what you mean, but you have like really solid like A, right? A above, middle C, and you can do the things you want, and then as you start going further past there, like you want a high C basically.
Yeah, I want a high C.
And
definitely.
And there's one of the things that I experience singing the high C is I experience like definitely a transition from how it feels lower. So it shifts a lot, really noticeably. Not like, let's say I go, I feel a difference from the bottom to the top, but this is a totally different shift. It's almost as shift-like as, there's something really changing about the sound production. Something with the vocal folds, some kind of muscular action going on. And I refer to it as flageolet tension because I can feel that something is coordinating in my throat at the vocal fold level differently. And that's what I don't hear in your voice at all. So that's why what I'm going to try to teach Erickson is to kind of try to access that. And I also call it second falsetto.
Oh, yeah.
And that way, because there's kind of like this first one that you, that one that you kind of break into right after chest. And that one only has a really low ceiling. It's like, and that's like uncomfortable now. And then I have to transition. And then it rings more. It's like it feels, it's less like spread and all over the place. And the sound is like more like a laser. And so that is the recoordination happening here. And different people call that different things, but I just started calling it flageolet tension. Because a lot of people refer to as being flageolet. And so I refer to the specific coordination here as the flageolet tension because I feel it as a kind of tension, basically. Yeah. So at the fold level, I feel something recoordinate and get kind of taut. Not like really negative tension, but similar to if you go like, if you pay attention to this, you can feel something engage in a way that wasn't engaged before. And then it's like, that's tension in a way, but not like bad tension. So yeah, so I guess that'll be our exchange. We'll be trying to do that. Oh, you want to show them actually what you can do? So that I'm trying to do. I don't know, like E or oo vowel up high in that sound.
E is right up.
Yeah. So to me, like, so if I try to do E up there like that, I get like a E. So I go much more into what complete vocal technique calls curbing with that vowel. And I kind of get the hold. And I actually get the flageolet tension specifically as well. And that I want to be able to have it like, which has much closer of the character to what you're doing, where it's much more open and loose. I can feel this is like, doesn't have that kind of squeeze of, it's much more like open. And I want to be able to get that on closed vowels, but part of the struggle is adjusting the vocal tract away from the spot where it works for me. It's just like, I lose it. So Erickson does that super duper well. And that's one of the things I want to learn. Yeah. So I guess we'll start with Erickson and then we'll do me later.
Okay. So I'll just maybe talk a little bit of how I found it. I don't remember who wrote it. Dennis Srini. Crap. Yeah, I guess I remember it. The book is called Head First, and he called it head voice texture. And he was saying how like head voice is a lot stronger. But if you train it, it can get stronger, much stronger than chest. And a lot of people stay away from it because when you first find it, it's just so weak.
Yeah.
Right? And so actually I did start using the E vowel to start. E to kind of transition up and down and making sure I stay with an E vowel and not changing it to I or eh. Okay. So vowel consistency. Yeah. And then I just move that up through my range and just to find that it was an airflow and the consistency in the vowel. So that's one thing that I used to do. And then I believe it was, I don't remember who. So her technique, I don't want to put names out there in case I'm wrong. She would practice every vowel and every pitch and make sure that they were making the sounds that she wanted, that they had the same resonance and all the same qualities.
You're talking about that famous opera lady.
I think it was Marilyn Horne. I don't remember. I don't remember if it was her, but yeah, but really the singer didn't really matter to me as much as the theory of it was on every pitch and every vowel, make the sound qualities you want. Okay. And I think that's how I got what you were talking about, where the sound quality stays rather consistent even throughout my higher range.
Can you actually, a couple things. I wanted to just talk a little bit about the airflow and the consistencies. That has to do with like volume too. Like they could think about it that way, where it's like if you're going E, like that's no longer consistent because the sound is changing a lot. You're looking for a really smooth like E, where there's not a sudden increase in pressure, or increase in volume, because those things are related. More pressure, more volume. And you're not like gripping or squeezing more and adducting the vocal fold, like nothing like that. So really looking for that smooth transition.
And then there's also, I went to classical singer convention some years ago, and someone was talking about laryngeal tilt and how it'll tilt depending on the vowel, on the certain pitch. And then just combining that with what Dennis Strini was saying, and then with Marilyn Horn, just making the sounds you want. Just letting it flow evenly. And then if I change the vowel, it'll change the qualities as well, and also kind of the airflow a little bit. And then also, did I ever tell you what I was told when I was 18 how singing should feel like?
No. Well, maybe.
Okay, so my friend told me if you just breathe in and out of your mouth, no sound, that should be how singing feels, no matter how high, how low, how loud, or how soft you're singing.
Okay, so kind of like the whole no action in the throat.
Yeah.
From bel canto.
So, and that's slightly different from how you're singing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're very aware of the different sensations. And then I was also aware of them, but I took them out rather than played with them
that's
further.
That's so interesting. Okay, so I have a lot of sensations of like everything that's happening in my throat. I can feel, I'm like, oh yeah. I can feel like different things happening here. I can, like more than any other sensation, that's what I feel. But I also like, that's not how it was initially for me. I sort of used that as a tool to learn how to sing. I was like, I'm going to coordinate this. I'm going to learn and differentiate. I learned to differentiate the different sounds based off of what this is doing, which is like totally different from what your approach was, which was, I'm gonna pretend that this doesn't have any sensation. Or like, I'm gonna like ignore it and focus on something else, another way of thinking about singing, another way of thinking about to control the sound. Yeah.
So there's that, and then also kind of like how it, kind of like breathing. So I would even practice my speaking that way. So I'd breathe. Sometimes I've had a little bit of a slow conversation with my friends because I would have to take a breath and make sure that as I'm speaking, there's like nothing in the throat. And then, so even in my speech, I would practice.
Right.
And then it would get annoying because you don't normally talk like that and then wait for someone to breathe. Because it's weird.
Yeah, I think that could help me because I do get tired from speech. And I definitely do feel, especially if I'm physically tired, the speech will really start to catch up with me. And then there'll start to be like a creak or a hold or some kind of a pressure here. And I think you'll just get lazy. It's like when you're just tired and then you want to sing and then instead of like it being, you just go, and you start to reduce density a bit. In CVT, that's basically going to curbing. You're applying the hold. You can think of it like you're getting lazy. and instead of keeping your body really, really active and using enough pressure for the sound or support, and coordinating this correctly to stay in that fuller sound, you're basically getting lazy and just kind of like holding here a bit more. Like, which takes way less support.
Which is also funny because when I get tired and I get lazy, the opposite happens. I can't sing higher because I can't do the coordinations, but it never tires out because I continue that feeling of nothingness in my throat, right? So then I might not be able to sing higher or as loud as I want, but I never get that strain that you're talking about just because I'm not used to that. I'm used to keeping feelings away from here.
It's just out of your habits and your muscle memory. Right.
Yeah, so it's interesting how what we're doing is also like going further into how we've trained our own voices.
Yeah, it is. It's super interesting. And we can see the connections of like how you want to think about singing and like what's the idea that you're going to adopt and just how influenced you get by that. Like thinking like, I'm not going to feel anything in my throat. Like that's led you to, where you are. And then me thinking about it my way has led me to where I am. And we've developed different abilities because obviously we have different bodies as well and different other influences. But I really think that's probably a big part of it. And it's just so funny because we're rather like opposites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wanted like a smaller, sweeter sound.
Yeah.
Rather than this.
Yeah.
In your face.
Right, and Erickson is super duper loud. So y'all know, like, the mic probably will not honestly capture it because mics are not honest, like, of the representation of the sound in the room and stuff. I remember when I first heard you on the Vocalist, God, what was it called?
Visionary Vocalist Forum.
Yeah, visionaryyvocalistforum.com. I didn't think you had a big voice. You know, it just sounded light. It sounded lyrical. You know, like pretty small and sweet. And I was like, okay. And then I learned that later on that you cannot judge the size of a voice by how loud somebody is by the recording. Like, you just can't. You're really making some generalizations. And I remember, you know, the first time that we met in person, it was like, whoa, it was like getting smacked by sound. I'd never heard anything so loud in my life. So, so yeah, Erickson's really loud. I'm not that loud. And I actually think part of that is due to the way we use our voices.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And we were talking about this before, because if I turn on the tension, the flageolet tension, I go, and there it is a little bit, then I'm sort of reducing the volume capacity already. If I take it out, how much louder is that in the room?
It's louder. I don't know how to judge. How many decibels? Yeah, I don't know.
It's louder.
It's louder.
And if I go with that sensation, like, hey, that's significantly louder than which is like more crisp, like tighter. It's a little more focused. That's how I hear it. I hear like more buzziness, more overtones, but not the sheer like volume of the sound. So it's interesting because when I think of going for more of a sound that you have, it's the volume gets bigger. And if I use more of that tension, the volume is like smaller.
Yeah.
But more precise. Remember you told me about that one opera teacher or lady you had that it was like a big sound, but it was such a small, it was like a laser.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if I drop names again, but so when she's singing, it was like, is the sound you got, but then it was like, like it would shake the room. It was weird.
Yeah.
But it was such like the sound of it was just so small, but it was just it was intense. And then the recordings don't sound anything like how she sounds live. Like the recording sounds so dark, and it sounds huge. In recordings. Live, like in person, in front of you, you're like, it's like a small sound, but is there an earthquake happening?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so interesting. I would have loved to experience something like that.
It's really cool. I was like, my mind still can't grasp it. It doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't, yeah. But yeah, that's just all to say that the mic doesn't always tell the truth as to what it is. Like in the room, we're hearing it this way, but then they might hear louder because they hear more metal or something like that.
Yeah.
Which metal is really a chest voice characteristic. If you speak softly, like, hey, what's going on? Like, there's no metal there, but it's also not very chesty. And men usually speak like a lot more louder, a little bit more clear. So now I'm speaking with a lot of metal, full metal in what CBT would call overdrive. And so that's got really a chest voice character. And then if I go, there's no metal left anymore. And if I take you can see the similarities between and this sort of light sound. And they're actually not that different from one another in terms of the character of the sound and their qualities and stuff. So taking that metallic sound, we can sometimes perceive that as being, that's so loud. When in fact, has none of it, but it's really, really loud. And has a lot of it, but it's much quieter. So it's pretty interesting. Yeah, I guess we should stop.
Okay.
Stop
just talking.
So, yeah. But the other thing was I wanted you to show them I guess we'll get to it anyway, but I wanted you to show them like the vowel changes and stuff you have while keeping the similar character.
Oh, just like that?
Yeah, like that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super cool, because I do that, and I don't think I can round that much and keep the character, but I'll try A. Yeah. So I'll flip trying to not tense and keep and engage that tension, but little bit, but then it's creeping in. Oh, a little bit of that hold.
Yeah.
So that's the difference, and that's what I'm trying to learn is like keep that openness of ha 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 to it on those closed vowels.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess anything else? Get started.
No.
Okay. Cool. So I don't know how true some of the things are that I hear, but they worked at the time, so I'll still go ahead and say them. So from the workshop that I did before, they were saying the E vowel kind of switches around B flat.
Okay.
He said it was B flat 3 for men, B flat 4 for women, and I found that that's not always the thing.
Okay.
So Z E. Can you do that?
Yeah. It's all right.
You're close.
Yeah.
Can you just lighten up a little?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Enough of that.
Okay. Do you feel that it was the same vowel throughout?
It did feel like that to me, but let me pay a little more attention because maybe I'm going a little I. Is that what you're hearing? A little E?
Maybe a little.
Yeah. Okay, let me try. E. At that volume?
Sure. Whatever's comfortable. E tends to be a softer vowel anyway. I don't know how I can make it loud. Honestly, I don't know.
Thanks! This is going to be so helpful.
It just happens. Just like, okay, I'm looking... I can just hear, like, these are the formants I need to hit, and I can't tell you how to hear. But, if you look it up, the formants to look for. But, yeah, so, I don't know, I kind of try to aim for them. And,
okay, all right.
But, yeah, just E, comfortable, flowy.
E, Z, E.
Did you feel that kind of switch or turn or something that happened?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Can you continue to an octave? Yeah, can you go a little slower, really hit every note in between?
Yeah, okay. And back. Okay.
Well, you don't have to go back, but I think, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
It's hard because like I feel like I want to be loud. Like I have a lot of energy right now. I want to but I'm trying to be soft.
Yeah, well, I feel when you make it louder, it tends to go to the ear edge just because those are typically louder.
Yeah, they're better vowels, right?
So it's quieter, but then really just let it flow. Just like similar to that one, let it flow just as easily on the octave. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you notice that spot where you're trying to figure out how do I get higher? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's spots like that we kind of iron. How my teacher call it ironing. Like if you have wrinkled shirt, just go back and forth until it's kind of gone. So let's do it a few more times until like that. Until you can go from one F to the other F. Just really smooth.
Okay. Oh no, it's an F4. That's really high, guys. Yeah, I feel something has to recoordinate for sure at that light volume. Mm-hmm. I gotta find it.
Yeah, it's really exposed.
Yeah.
Because it's quiet. You can't just power through it.
Yeah, right. It's further on the way down. On the way up.
Yeah. It might feel like falsetto.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Well, it feels like a sort of a variant.
Yeah.
Not quite as. And sometimes I teach my students to connect falsetto to chest,
mm-hmm.
and I describe like there's a thing you pass through,
mm-hmm.
and it kind of feels like, so if I go like ah to ah on the way, I'm going to pass through something to connect those things.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, da, that. It's almost like falsetto,
Yeah.
but I can feel there's a difference. And then that change that I made in here lets me go to chest when I go. So it's kind of like that, right? That sort of in between one that I'm switching for.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for that.
And then when you do find this E, you can. I don't know if you'll hear it when I'm switching. Can you hear when I'm switching into the falsetto?
Okay, you do it again.
I'm making it a little more obvious.
Yes,
but
it gets hootier, right?
yeah, it's slightly hootier. Yeah. So go for that. Just kind of like fill it with lots of air, that E, as it goes up.
But am I going for the hootiness? No. Not the hootiness.
No.
Okay.
That feel exactly the same as the lower F?
Well, no. No. But, I mean, because it's also getting lighter.
As far as, yeah. Yeah, so this...
What do I want to feel the same?
So, what do I feel? The airflow.
Okay.
See, get that to feel the same.
You're not feeling louder, right?
Yeah,
right.
I don't feel louder. Just think of, I think just airflow, keeping that consistent, keeping the E. And then the approach is like, it gets higher, but it feels so much closer to this.
Right.
But it's not that.
I know that sensation is very hard for me on E. So it's so interesting that you trained it that way, because I'm trying to get that, but I go with the open vowel.
I also heard that E is very hard to do.
Yeah.
That's why I picked E.
Okay.
So I figure if I can do it on the hard vowel, the other ones would be easier.
Okay. E, E, S, E.
Okay, and then was the airflow consistent throughout?
Mm-hmm.
Did it feel like nothing in the throat?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, basically that's what I did. Right? So I just trained that, and then I would do it in like my songs. I remember the song I was learning specifically at the moment was Dalla Sua Pace, right? And then so I'd practice that. I would slide on purpose to really lock in. It's
Yeah.
Because then sometimes you
clench.
you can't find it, and then you're just miscoordinating. I felt.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, just how I did it. That E was like a lot more distinct for me. Did you hear? Etc. And then I would try in my other vowels to be exactly like the E.
Okay.
Right? So then we E and then I would sing it like that, but then with the right volume and get the same sensation.
Ooh.
That's not the best I could do, but did you hear the evenness of it all?
Yeah, it sounds to me like there's almost like a sigh going through the whole time.
Yeah.
Like a like you're sighing.
Yeah.
There's not like a like a
yeah.
coming in, which is
Yeah.
like I would probably especially on the closed vowels. That's
Yeah.
I feel like I'm darkening more now and losing the E-ness. What are you hearing? Because it feels to me now, thinking more air and more sigh, I went E, 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 instead of E. So I need more of the E, right? Yeah. Fuck, okay. E. That high tongue position plus the sigh.
Mm-mm.
So not E, but
yeah.
E, E.
Can you do F to F again?
Fuck. I tried to make a big ass jump.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to slide.
Yeah, so get closer to that spot on when you jump.
Okay.
Does that feel easier?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So,
I mean, well, it actually felt the same amount of easiness.
Okay.
But it did feel different.
Oh, okay.
So it feels like less chucking air, like. Yeah. It's just like more air. Versus like just very gentle.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So maybe gentle is probably something I did that I didn't think about. So yeah. So.
Fuck. You know what I'm gonna try thinking about too is that sigh thing. That
Okay. Oh yeah. So
you
yeah,
should
sure.
do
Yeah.
that too.
You
mentioned in the beginning. That's why I'm thinking.
Yeah. So breathing in and out of the mouth, no sound. Also, some people feel it says like a sigh throughout. And that's You kind of mentioned that earlier.
Yeah. What are the vowels I'm doing? Yeah.
Good. No, try E first. E.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try not to increase volume.
Fuck. How are you putting the jaw? Is it slightly open? Is it a little bit more closed? Is it stagnant?
It feels stagnant for me.
Okay. Are they teach touching or are they slightly apart?
They're slightly apart. I don't know what my position was when I was first learning it. So I don't know if it'll be easier wider mouth or closed mouth, more closed for you.
Okay.
So try both.
I feel like when I do E, I actually like push the jaw down with my tongue.
Oh, really?
E, yeah. It's not, I don't ever keep my teeth like shut and do E, which seems like more closer to you're doing.
Okay.
E, I'll try it that way. Maybe
How do you say your last name?
Bystritsky. Yeah, see, it's like Stritsky.
Yeah.
Ski. That's so crazy. I never knew that I did that. Ski. I make my E's like open. E.
And they're easier that way.
Yeah,
it is.
E.
But then,
yeah,
if you can do it harder, it makes it easier later on, I think.
Let me try. Okay. Wait, I'm doing the octave, right? No,
Just
I'm not.
Put your arm in the same spot.
What?
Put your arm in the same exact spot.
Well, let me find the spot.
Okay.
Where did you go? Come back to me. Okay, fuck. It feels different when I don't open that way. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do
Okay, try that. See if that.
That's crazy. Okay, fuck. This is hard.
Okay, see if we can keep the same volume. More of that breathier side. Let it turn more. How are you feeling it?
Yeah, that's it. I think.
How would you describe that ah placement into the E spot?
It feels like fuck. I don't know.
It's weird. Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm gonna try it again, and I'm gonna try to fuck. It's not gonna do it the same way. That's the hard part. You get it once, and then it's like, where'd it go? Yeah.
Yep.
It feels brighter on the ah, but it feels like similar things, but brighter.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. What does it feel like for you? Yours is not. You're keeping the same volume. I did not keep that volume. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay.
Do you ever use that kind of ah in your singing?
No.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
It does feel like similar to the thing. You know what it kind of feels like? There's this guy, Jamie Miller, on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And when I listen to his falsetto, it's very interesting because it's almost like, oh God, what is the song that I don't know. Let me deep within. It's almost like he coordinates the falsetto in a really interesting way.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like a normal falsetto.
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird, but it reminds me of that. I'll probably just plug that shit up on the screen.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, it's kind of got that. It's like a different coordination to it. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, like that, and like falsetto, but really on the border of where I would slightly want to add more chest. I think that I usually do it at a higher volume then, because if I do like, I went to greater volume when I got to that spot. But if I tried it quieter, like, it feels like I'm already changing, but really quiet now. Instead of falsetto, that's falsetto getting louder. And then adding the little bit of chest, it's like I'm keeping at that volume. Does it feel like that? Like you're already, like you're trying to add chest to quietness instead of just falsetto?
On what we just did?
Yeah, the ah.
So my teacher told me to get your, because classical singing, you got to align your vowels and stuff. He was talking about maybe like a bookshelf, that I'm not putting all the vowels on the same shelf. I'm trying to reach different places for different vowels, and that's inefficient. And so basically like putting all of your vowels on the same shelf. So if it's here, it's on the same shelf, you just move over here. And it's still like on the same shelf. Does that make any sense if I say that way?
I mean, that makes sense, but not really to what I asked. Because like, it makes sense that you're not changing very much from vowel to vowel.
Yeah.
You're keeping the same like placement or track setting, what the vocal folds are doing, etc. But what I'm confused is like, what does the actual sensation of that? Does it feel kind of like? Does it feel like light chest? Does it feel like something is almost chest or something like that?
It's almost like a whisper, I guess, but a high whisper. Because usually when you whisper, it's like,
yeah,
yeah, like a high whisper.
Like a high whisper.
Yeah. So let's try that. Maybe that might.
Okay, I think like a whisper.
Can you whisper all of it?
Wait, can I what?
Kind of a little bit more whisper or more sigh quality into it. Find it on the E again. Let's find the E placement. Yeah, then add the ah to that. Maybe you morph into it rather than E. E, Make sure that every little movement keeps it in line. Maybe you're moving something that's pushing it out. How's that feel?
It feels lighter. It feels like less air.
Okay.
It just feels more like a sigh than that not like a because that feels like a lot of air, but it feels like, I guess the throat feels the same like a sigh, but it feels like that slow, like if you slowly breathe out, like you make your hand warm. Which reminds me of that guy's falsetto.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's like a weird falsetto, because normally I think falsetto's like it's very loose, but this is like like that. Yeah, it feels different. Is that right? Is that better?
It sounded a lot more flowy and consistent.
Okay.
As you went up.
All right, I'll try the E.
Okay.
It's hard. It takes like more work and energy than.
And it's really soft too, right?
Yeah, it's weird.
And it's so much work to keep it there. Yeah. So it was, but then I don't know. Finding these placements that I'm talking about helps me now blast, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So just I don't know.
I don't know. The E feels like the hardest one. It feels like way harder than off.
Yeah. I don't know if this theory is right, but this is what they said, and I use this thinking that the E just where it flips is a lot lower. The A flips, if I remember what he was talking about, around an F.
Okay, that makes sense, because I do feel it. The E make me transition, and I want to go in that direction. I want to let it change me.
Yeah. And so all of the vowels, I think of letting them change a lot sooner. Typically around B flat, maybe A flat, depending on your voice.
Below middle C.
Yeah, below middle C, yeah. My transition point's right here. Yeah, A, B flat. Yeah, it's about the same. Now, connect it all. Try not to dig so far into the lower note. Because then it makes it even farther to reach the high note. It's not a high note. Sounded a little better.
Okay.
Now, can you sing it a little louder with the same coordination or similar feeling? Cool. And did you get to the right spot on the that E?
Like the E.
On that E, like the E. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Can you go? Well, I don't remember what the dynamic level of it is, but can we just for fun do it louder?
Yeah.
Does that feel a lot more in line to you?
Yeah, I don't know what the how much metal there is because it's confusing to me.
Okay.
The coordination.
Okay.
It feels pretty even though.
Yeah.
Like, especially not going. Slamming them because I really feel that I'm out of that zone.
Mm-hmm.
So then I can blast harder in a different way than the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel that?
Oh yeah. Like I was telling you, Un dolce ristoro.
Yeah.
How I would sing at my auditions when I first learned how to sing. It's like, I was like, and I'm a baritone all of a sudden, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's so much easier to push when you get lower.
Do you feel like the high volume, though, as the pitch is changing, is still keeping that distinct shift, and that's the sort of key, rather than trying to preserve that? You're letting it change, but it's still keeping the volume.
Yeah. I'm letting it change. So like, come on, my come on, my I don't know. It's probably too wide open, but yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
I forget. Sorry.
It's loud.
Sorry. My bad.
That's okay. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy to me. Okay. What the fuck was I doing? Louder.
So,
right.
yeah.
Right. Okay, I remember now. Nope. Fuck me. A little bit of the
Yeah.
out of line.
Yeah, but you're getting better at it. Let's try to just maybe. Yeah, that took a long time for me to do to figure that out, and we're just doing it in one video.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do. What's your loudest vowel for you?
Eh.
Let's try. See if you can grow from that E spot and then modulate it to an S slowly and then get bigger on your E. But still keep it in that spot.
I feel like I lost a spot with the more metal.
Okay. Just do it again. Okay. Question then: how do you add metal? If that's what you're feeling. Okay.
So to me, that's like more vocal folds together. But I can, especially for a lot of metal. For a little bit of metal, it just feels like now at this point I just kind of go for it.
Okay.
Like fuck. Let me think. Hey! It's not a lot of here to add a little bit of metal to it, but if I want a lot, I do feel a lot more.
Okay. Let's add metal on C3. Maybe How about E? So slide from top, maybe, yes. Let's do D3. E. Kind of put in that E spot, but lower. Is
that the same note that we did?
Yeah,
a little higher.
it's a little
I know,
higher.
I know
but,
higher. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, how was that? You want me to do it again?
I think it was decent. Did it feel a little smoother?
Well, yeah, but also the note went up. So
Yeah, I know.
I think if it was the C, it would have felt as bad.
You-
Well, it doesn't feel bad. It just feels like it's too low.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how I can twang that low. I don't know. I guess I practiced it. That's I do that. Let's try it on the C.
That's so much volume for a C. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels better.
It seemed a lot smoother.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Ow, fuck, I have a creak in my neck. Ow, fuck. I don't know. I don't think I did. All I did was the
Okay,
the
well,
slide. I think, yeah, it's just different coming at it from the bottom versus the top.
okay.
That feels less stable.
Okay.
I don't know if my support's different. Maybe I'm adding pressure in a different way. It feels like I just don't have as much there that way. So let me try the other way. That's right, no, right? Yeah. It feels different. It feels like the shape of my throat is different. Slightly. It's
okay.
just really hard to know like how different it is.
Yeah.
I don't think I could navigate between the two spots.
Okay, yeah. So I like what you said just a few moments ago on how it's like you're approaching it from the bottom versus the top.
Yeah.
Right? So my low notes, I would approach it from a higher spot, and my high notes, I would approach from a lower spot. Does that make sense if I say it that way? So this note is very much like this note, but then this note is not like this note.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Like, it's kind of like all kind of meshed in together.
Okay.
So as I sing higher, I try to keep the qualities of the low notes, and as I sing lower, I try to keep the qualities of the high notes.
That's interesting. And to you, that's a lot to do with the sensations. The sensations of the highs of that feeling in your throat. You're trying to put that where it is low.
I don't know if this is true or not, but one of my accompanists asked me in college, "Do you hear high notes really easily? Because I feel like you do." I'm like, I don't know. I played the violin for a long time, and then I'd have a drone going, and then I would just kind of play like a scale against it. Let's go lower. No, let's go lower. I don't know if you'll hear it on the video, but see. You hear like overtones happening as I'm singing?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm always looking for those.
Okay.
And I think that's part of how I'm loud, is that I pull out overtones.
Okay.
I try to like expose them.
Okay.
You know, like make those higher notes. I feel like I'm not singing louder down here. I'm singing louder up there.
Okay.
And that's how I feel like I'm singing loud.
Yeah.
Because it all feels the same.
It's so different
to me.
It's so different from what I do. I don't listen for that shit. Fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have the sensations because I got rid of them.
Yeah.
So it's more auditory that I'm looking for personally. I don't remember what the question was that I'm referring to.
I don't either.
Okay, cool.
Whatever. All right, I'm gonna try to find those.
Low and high. Okay, yeah. Okay, so however you got louder with more twang and more metal.
Woo. have phlegm. Ah, 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 ah. Ooh, that was okay, let me correct that. That felt better though. It felt like a little slightly different spot. It's very weird, very tweaked, just a little bit.
Okay. Can you get to your loudness and then keep going? How's that?
That's good.
So you can start there and then just do that little phrase.
Start at ah.
Yeah, if you can just start there, however you did it.
Ah. Nope. Nope. It miscoordinates. Okay, let me find it with the E. I'm adding the metal in a slightly different way that I think has less throat grip.
Yeah.
Ah. Nope. Ah. 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 Fuck me. Ah.
So, okay. Did Felipe ever tell you about like the twang, like at where you're supposed to do it versus doing it on the outside muscles? Try and do it.
I think briefly one time.
Okay, yeah. So it's a smaller movement. I feel that I learned it from him. The twang is a lot smaller movement on its own, and then like their swallow or constrictor muscles, you can do that. Like you're kind of like not twanging, but like did you hear kind of like a little difference? So I used to add that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously, I guess. But
a little small, little bit.
Yeah, but like you're trying to twang with the help of something on the outside that doesn't need to do it, right?
Okay.
So does it feel easier to twang this way and get louder or add metal?
Yeah, that it does. It feels like less of a chain, like of a thing here, and I can feel like a slight creak, like a slight creaking, which is like, or if you do it within a tone, it's like I can feel that a little bit when I miscoordinate it.
Mm-hmm.
But starting from the ah. Feels like it's not, but if I start with the ah, well, that was actually better. A little on the way of a little miscoordination and a little of the grip.
Yeah. So that's basically how I middle range, and then I brought it to my upper as the middle got better. You want to keep doing this, or just want to try the higher notes, see if you can get into it?
Sure, yeah.
How about E? So E. Yeah. You gotta. If it I found that if it wants to like break or do kind of let it find itself.
Okay.
Right? Instead of fighting it.
I'm feeling a lot of movement of the lower abdomen coming in, and you're feeling less there. So I'm going to try to add that. So I'm going to try to slow down the movement of the lower abs drawing in. Because when I'm breathing in, I'm relaxing them so that the movement will come this way. Just so y'all know. That's a way you can coordinate your support. Is that right? Ooh, that was different. Yeah.
Easier?
Yeah, it was easier. And I feel like it makes sense that you would just listen for hearing it, and then you would be like, oh, I'm like, that's how you're trying to add metal. It's like, where are they? Search for the overtones.
Yeah.
Rather than like, I'm going to do something. You're like, where are the overtones? There they are.
Oh, yeah.
Without, like, I'm going to do something here.
Yeah.
Because something is happening here.
Yeah.
But it's perceptually, I think, a neat trick.
Yeah, so I showed you yesterday, just kind of before I found CVT, I was like, how can I make my loudest sound? And how to make it click? How to get the most overtones? So like, and there's like a lot of feedback in the air from that, and that's not even a high note. You know?
Yeah. Right.
So same thing, I guess, up there. I guess like it's different. It's cool. I think where you're analyzing my thought process, like, oh yeah, that is what happened. And where for me, it's like that just is.
You're right. Yeah.
Jesus is.
That's the hard part. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It feels better, even though I do feel a slight. Well, I guess it kind of actually feels more like phlegm than creak.
Okay.
When I'm adding more metal, but that felt great. Yeah, how was that?
Yeah. It sounded a lot smoother. I guess like you were saying, like I'm making metal versus here it is.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. How do I get that on the closed vowels?
Oh. Well, we were doing it earlier. It's in the air. Sorry. I mean, that's a kind of a hippie way to say it. I just find it. It's in the air. I just bring it into my voice.
Right.
But yeah. So yeah, just play with it. You know, how do you get louder? Typically, twang, and then like lifting these. Oh, I also have a lot of inner smile. Like, you know, I know like you talk about smiling a lot. As a classical singer, I found like that inner smile. So I think that could be what's stretching. I feel a stretch up. That might be twang.
When you're getting louder.
Rather than space.
When you're getting louder. You feel stretch.
I feel stretch upwards.
In what part?
It feels like it's right here, like inside. So here's my tongue here. I feel. So it's like a ball like of air is right here. Behind the tongue. And it just feels more open. I guess these activate. I feel this too. This gets tired after a while on E.
Really?
Yeah.
You feel this activate, like muscles here.
I don't know if it's muscles or if it's vibrations that I'm just not used to, because typically I don't sing loud on an E anyway. Most composers, classical composers, don't put a loud note on an E.
Yeah. Well, and just to clarify, for me, it's not so much about the volume, but the character of the sound. Like you can hear like in your voice that it's a lot of a similar character. Even if you pull the volume back, you're gonna keep like a really similar sound to it, and that's cool.
Oh, okay. So I guess if that's what you're looking for, I did it. That's what we were doing earlier. I'm singing a lot of my singing is in that E placement. Mm-hmm. So I just base all the vowels off of that. E, like just like you can do it lower. E-O, and then just go up in pitch, more, and then just get it exactly how you want it to sound, kind of like the singer I was talking about earlier, right? Like on every pitch, sing every vowel and make it how you want it, right? And so that's what I did, and I based it all around to form it so it sounds like no matter what vowel I'm singing, it doesn't knock one out,
right?
You know,
right. Yeah, I feel a lot. It's very audible. A lot of the change, yeah. I also hear you like sort of nasal pivot though, with the open nasal passage slightly. I'm wondering if you're feeling that. Maybe that's what.
Oh, this thing. You're saying opening, right?
Like a little bit, like like a little you know, like slight pop.
Okay. Wait, can you hear it more if I do this or no? That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
It's like this. I'll show you. So if I do closed E.
Okay.
You hear the tone pop, the nose overtone come in rather than. That's what I'm hearing. The slight nose.
Okay.
I think I'm hearing that. I'm hearing shit. Well, I didn't hear it there, no. I wonder if you started with it. I was hearing on ah, e-ah.
Oh. Like,
I don't hear it there, but quiet, like e.
Oh. Do you hear it on the way?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just
on
if I
E to ah, yeah.
But softly?
Yeah. Yeah, that was it. Did you feel it?
I heard something. My ears are popping out, so I don't. Let's try it.
Yeah, no, that was it there.
Oh, okay.
I think the nose is opening.
Okay.
Maybe that's part of the secret.
I never noticed that before. Yeah. I don't know when it happens.
Okay, can you try to keep it closed and do all of it? Because I want to know if it's part of the success. Yeah, the pop.
Okay.
Yeah, pop.
What? Yeah. I don't know that. Oh, yeah. I guess. Maybe. I don't know if it's part of the success. Okay, how do I not do that?
No, it's there.
It's still there?
No, the shift happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you feed the habit? Like do it on purpose? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then just keep it.
How do I not do it? Okay. Yeah. Whoa, okay. Okay.
Yeah, there. Now it's not. No
Okay.
No click.
Yeah, that was more work than I'm used to.
Yeah, does that awe feel much different than the way you're used to?
Whew. I can't tell when it's popping now. Okay, it popped there, right? Or no?
I'm not sure. Yeah. But also you're creaking.
I am, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
This feels super high. The other one feels a lot lower. Yeah, so if I smoke in that spot, this is what I feel like if I keep that up. And then with the nasal pivot, it's just like this.
Okay. So the nose is making it looser for you.
Maybe,
like,
I guess so.
Okay, so I'm on the right track because I was talking to Erickson yesterday about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been actually trying to train it with the nasal pivot. So I'm trying to take it from A, like, hey, and then I'll try to pop the nose open, and it does loosen a lot, considerably. And I try to keep that as I go to the closed vowels really hard. But okay, that makes sense. Let me try it with the E then.
All right.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
I don't know why. Yeah. I heard the pop too, definitely.
Yeah.
I guess I've always heard it. I just never knew it was a thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Just like when this pops.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you know what? That's enough of me. We should change
Yeah.
to you now. And that was great. I heard the creaking actually because that made me think, ooh, let's try to use that. Can you try to find that creak again?
Up here?
Yeah, where you had it from the pop and you found it.
Now to do it on purpose is weird.
Yeah, try to find the E off.
No, what do I do?
Yeah, well, you feel how, just memorize how easy that creak is.
Okay, got it.
Oh, and for the reference, one of the things Erickson and I were playing around with yesterday was the Subharmonics, which was doing that. And Erickson was trying to find it, and he was doing like a lot of squeeze, like for the fry, even lower, like it was like to get the fry. And right now, one of the things I noticed was like it was so easy where the creak just clicked in, and that's actually how it has to be successfully do the subharmonics lower.
Okay.
If you're squeezing too much, like that, it's not what you want. You really should stay very, very relaxed. It's that slight creak. Like it doesn't take any extra effort for that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like that. Can you find it again?
I can't do it on purpose.
Try not to nose pivot.
Okay, try not to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the one I think you were getting it before, was you were miscoordinating it
Oh.
by keeping the mouth closed.
Okay.
Popped. Can you increase the intensity of the creak? Go more for when it starts to appear, there's a sensation with it, right? Like, try to do more of it. Yeah, so focus on it being there but without the breathiness.
Oh yeah, I keep doing that.
And you like pushing on more air after you find it.
So with creaking, sometimes I can't hear it. That's probably why I'm doing it.
I'll tell you when I hear
feel it. Okay.
There. Yeah, there.
And that's not breathy?
It's a little bit, but the first one when I heard it, it was the best. The first time was the best time.
And then every time I keep trying to find it on purpose, it becomes the breathy one.
Yeah.
Okay. I think... Okay, let's just do it again.
There.
Yeah, it's hard to sustain that without adding the breath.
Can you try to like exhale like, I don't know, like 60% of your air? And
Taking 40.
And then not support. There it is.
Okay. We talked about that.
If you support and you give enough, really, like, it's almost like energy. And the enough pressure. If you increase the pressure, there's no way you're gonna get the creak, because it's like you have to let. It feels to me like I'm letting go of like I let go of what's making it work, and then instead of keeping this continual motion and energy in my body, I'm just like letting it go.
Yeah, kind of like lazy speaking.
Yeah, like when you speak really lazy, it's like takes nothing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I breathe in too much, and then that's how I have to pressurize.
Yeah.
So. Is it still breathy or no?
Close. Yeah, still breathy. Try to exhale more air out. I guess you need a little more air than that.
Okay, too far.
Yep. Yep. That's it. That's really good.
Okay.
There's no extra air there.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
And how did it feel? Like relaxed? Did it feel like too much? Like.
Unfortunately, it felt the same as the breathy.
Oh well, that's great.
So
if it felt relaxed, then that's good. Actually.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I guess if I take in too much, I want to collapse and add that extra, push that extra air out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, okay. So and then do that lower then.
Yeah. Well, let's try to find it again,
Okay.
and then let's see if we can just slide the pitch down, maintaining the creak. Yeah. No,
that's too far.
That's fine, but yeah, did you feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Were there subharmonics?
Yes. Yeah.
I can't hear them.
Oh, they were there.
When I tune my piano, I can't tune like the lower 2 octaves. I think my ear can't hear it. No, the high notes on the piano are fine, probably because I played the violin. I can hear all those pitches fine. So on the piano, it's hard for me to tune the low notes.
Huh.
I can't hear those subharmonics. You say yeah, I was like okay, but
yeah. Well, you can hear when I do it though. Right?
I can hear when
I make it very pronounced though when I do it.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing is you have to find that specific tension of the, but you can add more or less. I can make a weaker subharmonic or a thicker one. Yep, that's right. That's it.
I just hear gurgling in my mouth.
Okay, well, maybe
so,
that'll work. Yes, that's the one. It's different from the false full distortion.
Okay.
Because that one's more aggressive.
That's the false fold one? Or is that twang distortion?
I think, yeah.
Okay, I get the two confused.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure, what...
I don't know what I'm doing.
I can't do it. Yeah, so find it in more relaxed,
We're still doing the creaking. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Let out the air.
You're breathing.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That was it. Especially at the end. Right at the end.
Okay. Can you do it in all the modes? The subharmonics?
For sure, can do it. Overdrive and edge. Overdrive, let's say edge.
Okay.
Neutral. And then curving. That's harder. There you go.
Okay, cool. I'm in. And I was doing neutral, yeah? Or no?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, I think I got it.
Okay, find it again.
Yeah.
You breathe.
Like a lot?
No, a little.
Oh, yeah. So I'm trying to let all the air out and I'm breathing only 20%.
Okay.
Okay. I was like, too much?
Yes.
Is that different?
It seems different to me. Does it feel different to you? Because that seems more like false full distortion.
Okay.
It sounds really aggressive.
Okay.
But there's more rolly, like a click.
Okay.
A really fast click versus the false full distortion is thicker and less. Brrr. It's like the it's like a brrr on the subharmonics. Versus the false full. Fuck, I can't even do it.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's That's it. And it's like brrr, the sound is like much more rolly and fast.
I totally get what you mean now.
Yeah.
The sensation is rolly.
Yeah.
It didn't sound rolly to me.
Okay.
But it feels rolly.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Yeah, find it again.
Found it. Hey, hey, hey. Hey.
There it is. That was perfect. Yeah. Now, can you make the chest voice more relaxed and less?
Okay. Nope. I think I need more support for this than the neutral. Let me try to figure this out.
All right.
How much do I need to breathe? This much? That much? Here.
That's it. But yeah, it's still got that to the chest.
Okay.
A lot of the air.
Yeah.
And because I think you're finding a tension by going with the chest first, so and then you find it. It's just weird. I can't do it that way. But like I don't know if can you find it maybe that way and then clear the air out. I can't even do it that way. I can't demo.
Let me just hear you do it again. Is that it?
It's just, right. That's the subharmonics, but then make the chest clear.
How? Let me see. Nope. I can't find it that way. I was like, maybe I'll see here.
That's it. I mean, that is it. Okay, what if we try lowering the larynx and then searching for the tongue? Like, ooh. It sounds like the Tibetan monks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like them. Yeah, for sure. Can you, though? It's still going.
Still. Okay, let me see if I can focus the vowel more. I see. I definitely could tell I went to breathy. Is that it?
That's it, and that actually sounds less breathy now. But it is a bit of the throat shape that you're doing.
Okay.
I can't even. But yeah. That's it. Yeah, I mean that's great because now you can try to then get more used to it. Can you think of relaxing the chest now into that, or like you're getting lazier, like instead of like an adding tension, you're releasing tension and it comes in.
I'm so good at tension in that way.
Yeah.
Is it breathy?
A little bit.
Damn it.
But did it work thinking of it that way, or did you have to switch back to?
It was just weird because the longer I sing, I'm just so used to like activating more energy, and so to like relax is weird. And that's so breathy, right?
Try this. Try to keep the clearest, most quiet sound in chest voice with like the smallest amount of air.
It's quiet.
Really quiet. Yeah, like. Let's try this. Exhale most of the air, and then find that super quiet sound, and just hold it out until you're like out of air. And you're like all out of air. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's try it again. It popped in a little bit.
Okay.
But keep the quiet, but still in the nice, lower track shape.
Oh, okay.
Can you think of that from the place of relaxation, like you're relaxing
relaxing. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's it, but it is still breathy. And it's going
Yeah.
to that shape. It's like you're closing all the space.
Oh, okay.
Inside of your throat.
So I just gotta really be precise where I'm doing it.
Right.
Instead of everything following. Okay.
Yeah. Well, really, it's not following. It's you're doing it, and then you're getting the creaking, and then you get the creaking.
Oh.
So you need that when you get to the tension, the creak tension, to isolate that part.
Okay, let's try it. Still breathy or not breathy?
It's still breathy. I think the main thing though is the track shape. Change it a lot. To like that. Can we go away from and do ooh?
Ooh.
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 Yeah. There it is. There it is.
Okay.
Now you didn't change the track and squeeze when you found it. Was that new?
That's new.
Okay.
It's really hard to move just one thing.
Yeah, that was it though.
See if I can find it. Ooh, ooh. Well, I felt I want to change it right away.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now you changed it. Ooh. To that. Ooh.
Ooh.
Nope. Ooh.
Man, this is hard.
You got it that one time.
yeah. I was like, okay. No, yeah.
It's still got that, but you did find a nice, more rolly released subharmonic.
Okay. Let's try to keep my larynx down.
Yeah. That's better.
Let's just start it there. That was an accident. Ah, okay.
Okay, once you find it, you play around with releasing certain things.
Okay.
Have it and then keep the tension that's making the but move other things around.
Okay. Is it still breathy or no?
Not really.
Not really?
Not
Okay,
really,
yeah.
but a tad bit. Just of the Nope. There's no subharmonics yet.
Okay.
They're not there.
Nope. That's so cool.
Yeah. Right, there it is. Remember, you got to keep the fundamental at the higher pitch. Because part of the trick is don't.
Yeah.
Then you're lowering the whole pitch of the fundamental. Yeah, it has to stay high. And just layer that creak it on top.
That's cool.
That's it. That's it. That
Okay.
was no breathy, and that was right. No. Now.
Okay. What did I do? I tried to get the pitch, and I let that come in. All right. And keeping that pitch kind of stabilized everything.
Okay, cool.
I think.
Cool.
We'll see what happens again. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Okay. I kept changing the pitch, and that changed everything else.
No.
Okay. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. There it is.
Ooh.
Nice. Nice.
I hear it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, yeah. And then find it, and then darken more.
Darken more. Ooh. 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 Nope. Ooh. Where is it? Ooh. 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 Nope. Ooh. That's so weird. Why? It's starting to tickle.
Okay, well, let's move on.
Okay, cool.
So, that was good progress. You can experiment
Okay,
later and
yeah.
stuff and try to find it. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Cool. So then, let's work on trying to find the second falsetto.
Okay.
So let's take, I call it the magic trio. You take low larynx and a small mouth opening and really low volume.
Okay.
And if you do the opposite of that, basically, you're going to belt if you do chest.
Okay.
And if you do falsetto, you're going to drag your first falsetto, the falsetto you break into right out of chest. Like I'm getting all of it, and it starts sounding like that.
Okay.
And can you do that one?
Should we show how I'm doing it now so we hear the difference?
Well, that's probably what you're doing.
Oh, that's probably...
One.
Okay, yeah.
So just, go for how you normally do it.
Like, how I normally do it is like,
Yeah, which is first falsetto.
Yeah.
And in that range, it works well. You can kind of keep things easier and even keep the volume relatively low there.
Mm-hmm.
But then try to raise the pitch, like go even higher. Like just take it up on a scale.
Ooh. Any particular vowel
Nope.
that works? I mean, I can keep going.
Yeah, exactly. But
yeah.
can you have to get louder to get there, right?
I have to get louder to get there.
And that's like belting. That's the first falsetto.
Ah, that's what you're talking about. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Those are the rules.
Yeah.
And then if you don't do that, you'll either get no sound.
Okay. Yeah.
Or you find the recoordination to the second falsetto.
Yeah.
And now I'm coordinated there. It's much easier. I can go quiet instead of slamming the air to get to get loud.
Okay.
So let's
just find where it happens.
Yeah. So we can start really low.
Low larynx, low volume, small mouth.
Yeah, and let's start. And if you need to open, it's better this way. If you need to open.
Okay.
So.
That was my falsetto.
Right, and you already feel it start to recoordinate, even all the way down there. Right, exactly. Yeah. And it's good. Okay, now try to find that, and then open your mouth with the sound. Nice, and like to me, it almost sounds like what some people call like light mix.
Okay.
Which is not quite falsetto because there's a little bit of chest in it, and that's what happens if you take it really low. But you can make it less chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's very, very quiet.
Ooh, just play falsetto.
First falsetto. First.
Oh, so
that was first. Yeah, that one, but less.
Okay.
Less of the chest. Yeah. And now we're getting the creaking. Yeah. The really relaxed, easy creaking that we were searching for before.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
funny, it's ironic. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so okay, let's try it here. And then open it. Yeah, that's it in a nutshell.
Okay.
Yeah, that's so much more coordinated than it was yesterday too. It's getting better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it better.
Okay, cool. What
Yeah.
are you hearing that's different? Do you hear more overtones, or what do you hear?
More overtones. No, just a different, like, formula or something. It's just different.
Yeah.
It's just different.
For
I
sure.
can't really explain it.
Yeah, it is different. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's try to take that higher without that.
Okay.
Trying to turn on. So just
Okay.
find that relaxed spot. Try to get higher.
I don't know where it's wanting to go.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's try it more a mouth opening on.
Mwah.
Yeah, it was much better. Do you feel the difference? Way less squeezed. Nice. Yeah, six. Yeah. Find that again. Yeah.
Okay, less squeeze. Okay, before I'd like squeeze it to find it.
Yeah, and now you got it. Yeah, it doesn't take all that. Oh,
Yeah.
It's not very much squeeze. Yeah.
I always exaggerate everything. Ooh.
Oh, open before you get there.
Ooh, open. Okay. Oh,
Before
while
the
I'm
tone,
yeah.
progressive.
You said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally. Yeah. Totally.
Okay.
And now try to find it and then give it more energy because we it won't even go higher really without more energy.
Okay.
If you get more quiet, it will blend more into whistle. So the key to go higher in that way, it's gotta. So I'm still getting louder and more energy, but I'm keeping that coordination rather than. I'm not just yelling the falsetto.
Okay. Do you add energy in this area of the voice, in this coordination, similar to how you add energy in the lower part of your voice? Like around here.
Yes.
Same. Okay.
So we're so we're changing
Wah.
we're changing
Right.
the vowel needs to stay more so the larynx can stay low.
Okay. Low larynx, smaller mouth opening, and something
volume.
else. Low volume. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta give it. Okay. Checklist.
That was good. That's good. Try to keep more of the and less of the because you are changing.
Oh, really?
Let's try to, if you're feeling that it's not going, try to then sacrifice the volume rather than the larynx. So. Get louder rather than. Ah, change to ah.
It's already going up. Okay. I don't know what's not working.
Well, let's focus. Let's switch focus from the larynx to just the shape of the vowel.
Shape of the vowel. Okay.
Yeah.
It's my tongue. My tongue keeps wanting to pull back.
Okay.
Something.
Can you open more? There it is. To me, it's a lot of, I think, more energy too, because you're really keeping the volume super duper low. And now I experience the same problem too, where, especially if I'm like slightly hoarse or I haven't coordinated that range yet, I need to get a little loud. Just a little louder.
Okay. No.
Try to keep the lower, darker shape.
Okay. Looser. I think that's the one that falls out of place, right? I think the first two are okay. I don't know though.
Okay. Well, you're nasally pivoting, so maybe that's what you're feeling.
Okay.
Which is okay for it. It can travel to the nose. I don't have any, I experimented with that, and I don't think there's a bad part about going to the nose. It seems to help some people, actually, in it. But try keeping it all in the mouth. But if you keep it in the mouth, you really are going to have to open it. If you nose it, you can kind of keep it the same.
Okay. Let's try. Can I try those first?
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Okay.
It's like a ceiling.
Okay, yeah, let's try it.
In the mouth?
Yeah. Hey, you got another note. That's it.
I got another note.
Okay, what last one feel like?
It's like if you're kind of like digging upwards. I don't know. Like say like you're trapped in snow and you're digging upwards.
Okay.
It's more like that, but it's a lot narrower because you only got your fingers up there.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Rather than like what I'm used to, it's like big scoops of whatever space or whatever it is.
Yeah, much more refined.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
That's
cool.
a good word.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that again, yeah. But remember, all at the mouth, you nasally pivoted.
Yeah.
So let's try this to try to get more energy. So try to start in first falsetto and then make a transition.
Okay.
So. So transition to the second falsetto on top. And there's the second. But you can put it wherever you want.
Okay. Is that still?
No, that's first.
That's first.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's why I say
25.
hooty and yelly.
What were we going for? You said earlier.
Yeah, wait, what?
What are we doing right now?
You're trying to pivot.
Pivot. I'm trying to.
You're trying to pivot from the first to the second.
Okay, that's what you
I'm gonna go second.
said, yeah. Okay. How, can Can you explain more the energy that's needed as to help me get higher? Maybe there's a disconnect with me.
I think, yeah, you can just think volume and pressure. And maybe that'll help you. More air.
Pressure, okay. Because I do volume without pressure, and that does the first falsetto.
Yeah, but you kind of want to add that same thing with the first falsetto, but to the second one.
Yeah.
Keep its coordination.
Yeah.
Add everything about the same thing of energy for your first falsetto.
Okay.
So it's first.
It's first.
Can you find second falsetto from that one? And find it.
Oh, that's just a... Okay.
Constricting first.
Yeah. Is that
Still,
anywhere?
No, still
Okay.
first.
Can I hear you do it again?
It's closer, but still first. You're going in the right direction of thinking of adding it.
Okay.
Try to find it and then pop to the first. So start in second.
Was that second?
No, that was second.
Okay. Oh, they feel so similar.
There you go. Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know what happened.
Okay, find the second one. And then try to push it to the first. No.
Nope.
Find second. There you go. That's it. That was second. Now from there, make it louder. Push. Just connect. Bring it back to first falsetto.
I can't make it go back.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Do more. This way. There it is. That was the switch.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what's happening. Was that still second?
I think so. I believe so. Yeah. Because the thing is, you can make it actually have a little bit of husk to it. The second.
Okay.
And you can think that's the airiness. Therefore, it tends to be that the first one will add air, and when you add the flageolet tension, and according to the second, it will eliminate the air. But you can add a little bit of husk, like. I'm gonna try and. I'm not able to do it right now, but sometimes you can get a little bit more husk. There's some people that can do it a lot better, like Felipe.
Okay.
In the chat, Felipe can do it with a little bit of a husk way better than I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's close.
Yeah. It's not only the energy too.
The energy?
It's like because it's like if I was to do it there, I'm gonna. It just stops vibrating.
Yeah.
So you got to give it more gas, but keep the tension there. Think darker, like a bigger mouth. And no nasal pivot. Still nose.
Really?
There. lost it when you opened it up.
Lost it.
The volume too much.
Okay. I found it for a sec.
Yeah.
So is it just like keeping the energy thing? That's
Right, because you want to find it to take it higher. You need to keep that energy up, but not release it.
Yeah. Okay. I lost it.
Yeah, you're nasally pivoting again.
Okay. That's okay. We'll do that.
Can you like an owl? Woo! First falsetto? Like that, all out the mouth? You feel how you nasally pivot when you added it? When you went to the nose. There you go.
That's different.
Yeah.
Why is it so different?
Good.
Okay. Probably because I'm used to doing that, and that's keeping me from doing that, making that go higher
I
then?
think you can. I think you maybe just the sensation of in the mouth will help you
For me?
keep
Okay.
higher energy.
Okay.
Because you can definitely. That's in my nose. There's nothing going on in my mouth now. You can put it on the. But yeah.
Yeah. Let's go through what's working. Did I pivot there or not?
Yep.
I did. Okay.
Yeah. You pivoted.
I did.
That's what it sounds like when you pivot. It sounds like that. But you gotta open.
Open.
Like you're belting with it,
Right.
because it's gonna also increase in energy the higher you go up, and more support, more pressure for the pitch. If you keep it so quiet, I mean, it would just go to whistle eventually. I can't even do it. Where's my whistle? Who knows?
I keep wanting to I think I can get there. Sustaining sucks.
You flipped it out to the first.
Okay. We're not doing that anymore?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just want to take it higher now.
Just a second.
Can you try water drop it?
It's not.
Drop deeper. Yep.
What?
And then you want to slowly take that higher. You feel it makes it coordinate. You felt it turn on. It heard like a slight whistle.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
But not whop.
Whap.
The first one was the best.
Yeah. How do I do that? Maybe I'll take a breath. Is it too much pressure, or is it
No, try
not
to get louder. But not whop.
yeah, I know.
Do there you go. Yeah, the second to last one was great.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, not bop.
Okay.
Yours is whoop, 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 wah. It's like wah, wah, wah. It's so boo. Just go wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah,
Yeah.
wah.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
There you go.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, but you keep shortening it. You start out whoop, 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 whoop.
Okay.
You go to bup.
Whoop, whoop.
Think of the W. You really have to enunciate that.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Longer W. There you go.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Yeah, can you try to search for the tension out of that? Yeah,
Okay.
out of. It's okay. Let's start away. It's not
Okay.
working.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
switch. Okay. Well, trying to think. How about you try to push and
Okay.
drag first falsetto as high as it'll go, and then try to search for that tension to make your voice go higher. So like, and well, you can just do an A.
Okay. Just go up.
And then there's a point where it clicks over. And I add the tension there.
Okay. Let's see if it happens. Mine usually doesn't click there.
Get quieter. Slightly.
Oh, it's quieter.
Yeah,
Okay.
get quieter. I kind of want to try adding that to your belting though. The second the flageolet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can you find the chestier version that you had of it in the beginning? It's much higher in pitch though.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah. What does that feel like to you?
Not falsetto.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But does it feel like anything you normally do?
Yeah. Like it's a lot tighter or neutral, I feel.
Okay. I'll work with that.
Okay.
So then make that grow the volume. Yeah. Can you try to add some metal to it? You're letting it
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you get louder with that?
I mean, I tell you, you're keeping more of it on now.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's try a little higher. Try to find a more solid first note. That's first falsetto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was better.
Okay.
That was better. What did it feel like?
I don't know, I'm just confused.
Okay.
It's just all new.
Try it again.
It's hard to... Hey. What was the note? Can you do it?
Nope. I hear way more air. When you do the first falsetto.
Okay.
Then when you find there's way less.
I can feel it touching. It just doesn't want to stay.
Mm-hmm. Let's go. Yeah, let's find that thicker one you had before, the more chesty one. Right there. Slide that up. You let go. Do you feel it?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, a little closer. Go darker. Felt it for a second.
Yeah, how do you do that? What doesn't want to stay? I keep releasing the tension. Is that what's happening, or what's happening?
At the top note you had it, you just let the pitch back down.
Oh, maybe it's energy, because I was like, I couldn't sustain it.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Did I stay?
I think you let it go. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's find more open. Oh. Like French oh.
Oh, oh.
More open. Oh. 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 That's it. That's a little pocket, yeah. Wow, you let it go, but you had it. Getting there. You let it go a little bit, but I think you had it initially when you first started the note. Let's find the pitch jump without because that's a sign that you're going to drag and transition to the first rather.
Okay.
So let's try this. Let's try overdrive and then nasal pivot. Hey!
What about air?
Hey,
Is that what I do?
I'm just laughing because it works so well as a tool for me, but it doesn't work for you at all. Okay, all right, let's try it again. Hey! So you change the track a lot.
Okay, air.
Your A is way too close to it. Like, hey! With no nose. Yeah, from there, hey.
But pivot?
With way more nose, yeah. Notes are way closer. Can you do even more nose? Almost block off the mouth entirely. But keep the pressure.
Okay.
Okay, let's try that higher. No, I meant the overdrive.
Oh.
The same thing higher. Yeah, because it needs to coordinate to something different there, I think, and it's not there. It's like you're missing the spot. Hey! And then it goes to that spot. Let's try but not ham. I don't think that's it, but maybe it is. Let's try a little higher. But fuller at first.
So high.
I wonder what note that is. I think it's in there somewhere, especially because the creaking is happening.
Yeah.
Which is maybe a sign that it's trying to re-coordinate to it.
Right.
Yeah, let's try it a little lower. Right there. Does that feel different from anything you were able to do so far? Or does that feel similar to other stuff? Does it feel familiar?